This is Sunday, July the 2nd, 2023. Freedom Summer 2023. This is my political soapbox. Jesus had a cross, Martin had a dream, Malcolm got a gun, Shorty got a toilet. We all got our shit to deal with. Y'all taking Donald Trump to court? Y'all taking Marilyn Mosby to court? Well, Stephanie Smith, you got next. Did you use a toilet today? Each moment you wake up, before you put on your makeup, you got to take a piss or a shit, man, woman, or child. A toilet is a common denominator. It breaches color barriers. Black, white, straight, or gay. A toilet take your shit every day. You feel me? That's why I chose a toilet. Did you use the toilet today?
Who the hell are you calling a piece of shit?
Yeah. I've been playing with toilets and using toilets as a prop for a movie about our government. About how you treat us, the haves versus the have-nots. That's Marilyn Mosby. It's better to be pissed off than pissed on. You don't get as wet. I'm selling toilets. I'm selling political toilets. Political satire. ABC, NBC, CBS. It's all about our politics. The art of making noise. The art of protest. Art and activism. So I'm selling these toilets. I got a 3D printer and I print up these toilets. Alright? That's Brooke Learman. And I need an audit. I need an audit in 2023. The state of Maryland stole money from me. The state of Maryland stole property from me. Being black in America 2023. If you wear the mask, you got to put in the work. See that? March 27, 2023. Shannon Drive. Dear Governor Westmore, this is my second letter to you as the governor of the state of Maryland seeking justice for being kidnapped by Scott Shellenberger 2/7/2011, Michael Waterler 12/24/2007. I never got a trial for case number 07CF4988. My lawyer John Bailey participated in fraud in the courts. Evidence was taken and destroyed by State Attorney Waller. I was held illegally 186 days and charged with terrorism. This is a recorded phone call to my lawyer. I have everything documented since 2006. That's a recorded phone call to my lawyer. I got recorded phone calls to my lawyer, to the FBI, to the Department of Justice, to Governor Hogan's office, to Sheila Dixon's office. You know what I'm saying? Sheila Dixon's office. Yeah. I'm not Emmett Till. Making a movie isn't against the law. Kidnapping is. Google search Operation Greylord. Governor O'Malley, Governor Hogan, Scott Shellenberger, Greg Bernstein, Sheriff Fisher, Doug Gansler, Brian Frosch, Maryland Black Caucus, Eric Barron, Stephanie Smith, Ivan Bates have been using their powers and positions of power to deny access to the grand jury as a whistleblower in the courts. You read the book, The New Face of Old Jim Crow? You seen the movie, The 13th Amendment? Well, Get Shorty ties them both together and documents everything from 1977, Illinois, Maryland courts, and the money you make off black inmate labor. The state of Maryland stole $250 million in intellectual property. The state of Maryland versus Dwayne G. Davis, case number K-11-1091. Scott Shellenberger sold my truck, the Suburban, valued at $6,000. The contents of the vehicle were destroyed. Movie releases, contract, insurance policy, film cassettes, DVDs, 13 movies and their storyboards, and my whistleblower's application submitted to Eric Holder, 2009, the only copy of the 1986 Jailhouse Diary exposing the war on drugs. President, then Senator Obama, asked for a federal investigation. Rod Rosenstein, Alan Locke, Sarah Marquette destroyed my material in 2014. I refiled everything 2019 to 2023 with Eric Barron, Ivan Bates, Judge Carrion, Judge Mary Barbera, Xavier Conway, Natisha, the Chief Public Defender of the State of Maryland, the Attorney General Anthony Brown, and Governor Larry Hogan. I've exhausted my remedies under the law. I've been denied due process, equal protections under the law and the Constitution of the United States, which you took an oath to defend. The end of session is 23 was April the 10th, and no elected officials have addressed my issue of kidnapping or theft of my property. I was found innocent of all charges and never given a trial in Illinois. Both states knowingly lied to the grand jury to get indictments. Those are the videos to tie them together, all right? Chief Justice Roberts told me to file a writ of certiorari. Chief Judge Cox has my paperwork and the transcripts for the trial at the Towson Courthouse. Scott Shellenberger, Ivan Bates, Eric Barron are blocking access to the courts, and my criminal charges against Scott Shellenberger are the Attorney General Brown's office and have not responded to till this day. Governor Westmore, I have made an appointment for us to address this face-to-face. No response. In public, when you see me, you say you'll call, but your office has not made that meeting happen yet. I'm seeking exoneration in 2023 or the Supreme Court, all right? And this gives you the definition of exoneration, all right? And that's an exoneree. File a writ of certiorari. That means that this is a precedent-setting case and we go to the Supreme Court, all right? Parties who are not satisfied with the decision of a lower court must petition the United States Supreme Court to hear their case. The primary means of the petition the court for review is to ask or grant a writ of certiorari. This is a request that the Supreme Court order a lower court to send up the records of the case to review. The court usually is not under any obligation to hear these cases, and usually only does if cases could be national significance, make a harmonized conflicting decision in the federal courts, or could have precedent-setting value. The fact that the courts accept 100 to 150 of the more than 7,000 cases, all right, that shows everything that I'm doing is legal. I met the legal requirements of both. I'm a jailhouse lawyer. Google search State of Illinois versus Dwayne Davis, 1986. Ties 2007 and 2011 together. Both Scott Shellenberger and Michael Waller used this case to get an indictment. Both violated the letter of the law. That case was reversed and remanded. I was found innocent of all charges, directly addressing the violence in the streets today. That's a legal notice. That's the legal case. Senator Ben Cardin's, Delegate Stephanie Smith, Mayor Brandon Scott, T.J. Smith, WBAL Jane Miller, and Martin O'Malley have evidence and knowledge of the entire situation. Making a movie about the Democratic and Republican Party. First Amendment. You took an oath. Exoneration 2023. Thank you for your time. I'll be in Annapolis at the end of session. Justice delayed will not be justice denied. Thank you for your time. Respectfully submitted. N62528. That's Governor Larry Hogan, Adrian Jones, Bill Ferguson, Stephanie Smith, Anthony Brown, Eric Barron, Mayor Brandon Scott, Scott Shellenberger, Ivan Bates, Judge Carrion, Judge Cox, Xavier Conway, and Bernard Bell from the Secret Service. Got a video to go with it. Truth speaking the power. That's Karen York. She did the criminalization of poverty. Ask Governor Westmore. That's Governor Schaefer. That's Boone and Diamond Tate from the Baltimore Teachers Union. That's Governor Schaefer. I'm an activist in Baltimore. I'm not a terrorist. That's Tawanda Jones. Tyrone West. That's People's Power Assembly. And that's me. You feel me? That's Governor Schaefer. I'm an activist. I'm the founding member of the Baltimore Block. We police the police in Baltimore. Been doing this since 2012. After the 2011 sit-in. Yeah, Occupy Baltimore. Now we're going to occupy the world. We're going to let the world see what being black in America is. Like I said, it's my political soapbox. That's Delegate Stephanie Smith. That's President Trump.
Don't act so disgusted. Everybody poops.
Everybody poops. Did you use a toilet today? You getting ready to go to trial. You're not going to get a change of venue. I'm going to be selling these toilets wherever you go to court. Baltimore, the money behind the machine. Same old shit, just a different day. Shorty, pull your mask up? No, we're going to unmask Baltimore. I exhausted my remedies. Baltimore City, Baltimore County, county, state, and federal levels. Those are the criminal charges against Scott Shellenberger. These are the criminal charges. That's Baltimore City. You got this. Faith Leach got this. Release all material to the voters. That's Governor O'Malley and parole and probation. I'm getting ready to cook you up. Justice delayed won't be justice denied. If Blagojevich can go to jail, so can Governor O'Malley. If Blagojevich can go to jail, so can Governor Hogan. If Blagojevich can go to jail, so can Commissioner Harris. You ain't elected. You're not an elected official. Prosecutorial immunity doesn't apply to you. Yeah, I'm getting ready to cook you up. I'm just the cook.